Hello, my friends. Good morning. Here in Australia, it's good morning on Sunday. And I'm coming to you live today just because I can and because I want to. Yes, that's why I'm here live. To be in service to you, to do what I can to help make your life better, your day better, whatever it is for you. We're just going to have a bit of fun. We're just going to, do whatever we feel like doing. Excuse me while I fix my camera up. I don't know why it's so hard. But there you go. So, if you are on the replay, just scroll for a couple of minutes because I won't get into the juicy stuff until I know I was expecting some of my beautiful friends and clients to join me this morning. So while we wait for them to come and join us, I want to say hello to Helen and to Robin, who are both watching. Wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to start with opening the multi-dimensional healing space that we're going to be working in, and then I'm going to do a group healing session, and then I'm going to open up to your Q&As and to whatever it is that you need from me. I'm really here to be in pure unconditional service to you and to your needs, to whatever's going on in your world. So thank you for joining me. If you join me, come and say hello. Please let me know that you're here so that I can say hello to you. This is a very informal little gathering that we have got going. I've changed the time already. It was supposed to start at 9, but I got too busy with something else, and so I pushed it back till 10. I've had a very interesting morning. Those of you who watch my lives regularly will notice I don't have my normal screen behind me, so let me tell you what that's all about. I am at my mother's home at the moment, so I'm coming to you live from my mum's home. She is Ronnie. Hello, lovely to see you. So my mum and my sister, they both went up to visit my other sister at the Sunshine Coast yesterday, and mum rang me on the way and said, hey, if you want to stay at my place, you've got keys, just go let yourself in. And the reason that I like to do that is because I have my son, who is a young adult. My son and his girlfriend live in my home with me. So every opportunity I get to come and either stay at my mum's or go somewhere else, I take it, so that they can have some time to themselves without me always being there. Not that we get in each other's way or anything at all, because I barely see them, but I kind of remember what it was like being younger and being with a partner and living in your partner's home. I don't know that bit, but living with your partner's parent, that wasn't part of my thing either, but I can imagine it's nice to have that parent leave the home for a period of time so that you can just relax a little bit more into it. So that was my gift to my son Jack and his girlfriend Gabby, last night. So I stayed here overnight, and it's so quiet. Can I just say, again, those of you that know me, I live in a very loud place. There's always trains going past, and they often blow their whistles at just the right time when I'm doing sessions with clients. It's quite interesting. So there's always lots of activity. I live in a large community, so there's always noise and cars and trains. And so to come to my mother's place, which by the way is just like 5 minutes down the road, it's like a whole different world for me. It's so quiet that I can actually hear myself think. And it's so quiet that just the house movement this morning at, I think it was 4 o'clock, the house started creaking, and I actually could hear the house creaking. So it kind of woke me up. Well, it didn't wake me up. I was kind of awake, but it kept me from going back to sleep, just the movement of the house, because it's so unusual for me to be able to hear that. At my place, I can feel when the house moves, because when the trains go past, the house moves. Sometimes my bed shakes. So you can understand why I come to my mother's as well, for the peace. Jump in the spare bed. It doesn't move when you're sleeping at night because there's a train going past. Anyway, I'm just amusing myself with my stories. So, Anara, lovely to see you. Thanks for joining us. Mariko, hello. Good morning. Lovely to see you. I'm just going to grab my computer and put a little post in, because I know there were people that were watching my post on my profile who were going to be joining us. So just let me, live on my page. Oh, my E's not working. Over at, all that is Anne. Come and join me. Okay, we'll just pop that in there. Edda, hello, so lovely to see you. Wow, how are things? What's going on with you? And how warm is it over there where you are? Okay, let me move my computer out of the way now, because I don't like the way it reflects into my glasses there. I'm going to open it up over there, but without turning it on, without the sound, because I don't want the sound to bother me, just in case there's any comments on there at any point and I need to follow it up there. Sometimes when the comments come on the phone, I can't really hear them. So this is just a casual little get together on a Sunday morning, or a Saturday night for some. Oh, it started playing and I can hear myself in the background. Beautiful. So thank you for joining me. Say hello when you join me. Just say hello. Let me know that you're here. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to, when I'm ready to, I'm going to create the healing space, the multidimensional healing space. We're going to create that together with all of our frequencies and all of our guides and everything. And then we're going to do a healing session, a little healing session for everybody who's present. And then I'm going to go purely into a Q&A. So if anybody has any questions, if anybody has anything that they would like to receive some guidance or insight or messages from all that is about, anything like that, we can just save those for the moment. Once we move into the Q&A session, you can bring those into the conversation. Edda, doing good, not so hot right now, but will be in a couple of days. All right, well, if there's anything I can help you with today on the session, make sure to put it in when we do the Q&A part. And Michelle, good to see you. So lovely to see you here. Thank you for joining me. I'm just going to quickly, I don't know how to, but I'm going to. Let's see if I can do it. How do I add somebody? No, not like that. I'm going to go into the comments here. Becky, if you're here, let me know, because I know, there you are. Okay, I wanted to check that you were here. Make sure that your friends that you invited who wanted to come along also know that we're here. So maybe just tag them in this particular post so they can find us. And that goes for anyone who's watching. If you know anyone who might receive something from this session that we're doing today, tag them in the comments. Or, America, good. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for your question when it's time. All right. And so, yes, as I was saying, if anybody who is watching this thinks that there's someone that they know, or someone that they know that might get something from this, or who might be interested in what we're going to do here today, you know, so anyone that you know who's into the energy healing type stuff, and or might be going through something at the moment and needs some help. I like to think that I specialize in helping people to find peace around all situations in their life, because when we find peace, everything that we have been worrying about actually we start to be able to manifest what we want. Let me give an example around money particularly, because that's a big one for many, many people. There's so much worry and stress about money and trying to figure out how to make it and, chasing it and all of those sorts of things. But when you come into a place of unconditional peace around money, the most surprising thing that happens is that all of a sudden it starts flowing to you. And so it's my intention always to, first of all, embody peace myself, but then to also help everyone around me to feel that sense of peace around whatever is going on in their world. Because I know for everyone it's different. Just because it's a money thing for me doesn't mean it is for you. By that I mean, how I know that about money is that was my experience and experience of my clients as well. And while we're doing all of our healing work, and certainly with our first session that we're going to do, we'll be sending lots and lots of energy to you around that. So thank you. And Ronnie, thanks for inviting your friend and everybody else, Becky, who has invited someone to join us. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And so let's get into it. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've got a little bit of purple in my hair. And that's for the people who saw me on the live the other day when I did a live and I used a filter that was a purple hair, but it also made my teeth purple. So I had a purple colour. It's just one of those quick ones that lasts for, I think, 8 washes, I think it says. And I just thought, it's been in the cupboard for so long, I'm just going to put it through my hair. So when I came over to Mum's last night, because she's got a bathtub that I can lean over and wash my hair in. I don't have a bathtub because it's too cold. I didn't want to get in the shower and wash my hair and then have to stand around waiting for the colour to go in. Anyway, funny story. The girls will understand, and the boys who colour their hair, you'll all understand. But I do go on about all sorts of things. What I'm saying is that I used one of those colours and put it in my hair, and you can see a little bit of it, and sometimes in the sunlight it looks quite nice. This is just my way of considering whether I do truly want to go fully purple, in which case I'd have to go to the hairdresser, get my hair bleached out because it's grey, and then get the colour put on top so it's a true purple colour. So this is my way of trying it out and getting comfortable with it until I make that decision. So if anybody out there who's watching has got a beautiful colour in their hair, let me know. Let me know how long it took you to get used to the idea of really just putting it out there. Or is that just me? Am I the only one who worries about things like that? I don't know. I don't think I am, but who knows? Beautiful, thank you. All right, so it comes now to that time. And so what I want to invite you to do is to just allow yourself to become fully present with us being everyone who's here in reality with us and everyone who's here in non-physical with us. So just bring yourself into this moment, and the way to do that is to just close your eyes. Please don't close your eyes if you're driving, but if you're at home like I am, if you're sitting somewhere where you can close your eyes and bring yourself into full presence, please do so. So just closing your eyes and breathing. Breathing's super important, and it really helps you to get present. So breathe in through your nose and then out through your mouth. Sighing. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And just keep breathing and being present with your breath, knowing that this is the perfect place for you to be right now. If it weren't, you wouldn't be here, because you can't get it wrong. You never get it wrong. Now, some people would say the universe never gets it wrong, But I beg to differ, because for me, you are the universe. And you never get it wrong. So you're here for whatever reason you decided to be here, but it's exactly where you need to be. And if it's not, you wouldn't be here, and you won't be here. So it's all good. Again, you can't get it wrong. You never get it wrong. You haven't gotten it wrong yet. And isn't that a beautiful thing to remember, that you have not gotten it wrong yet? We like to say you were born perfect and you haven't changed. Now breathe into that. Breathe in. You were born perfect and you have not changed. In other words, you are perfect right here, right now. There's nothing going wrong, and you haven't gotten it wrong yet. And as you continue breathing and being present, we're going to invite in all of our non-physical aspects to create a container for healing today. What I want you to do is just think the intention that you have for this session today, whatever that is for you, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a physical thing, or if it's a belief system thing, or if it's a reality thing, you know, something in your life that's not working out the way you want it to, relationship, money, love, health, whatever it is for you. Set the intention in this moment as we call in all of our non-physical aspects. Just make a decision. What do you want to receive from today? And if you don't know, that's okay as well. Just open yourself to receive. So breathing in, and out, and as you breathe in and out and get clear on your intention and become fully present, we're going to invite in all of our non-physical aspects. And what do I mean by that? I mean all of those aspects of your soul that have split off in this lifetime and others. We invite them back in now. Your higher self, we invite in now. Your higher self's higher self, and on and on and on. There are many. We invite all of those aspects of you in now. We invite your guides, your guardians. We absolutely invite your angelic friends into this space and time right here, right now with us as we build this container of healing energy. Invite in your star families, we invite in your God self, we invite all of the versions of you in the multi-dimensions, all of the highest versions of you in the multi-dimensions, inviting them into this space right here, right now, allowing them to come in. Feeling the room fill up, the virtual room that we're creating, feeling the room fill up with beings of very high vibration. Feeling yourself moving into those vibrations along with those aspects of yourself, becoming one with those aspects of you. Perhaps feeling the wings of an angel as it brushes past your cheek, a hand on your shoulder of that strong, steady guide and guardian that takes care of you. Vowing now to only be in the presence of those that are for our highest good. Of course, how could it be any other way? And now, just simply opening to receive. And allowing yourself now to release. To release all that no longer serves you at your highest. Releasing. And open to receiving. It might feel as though there's something coming in from the top of your head. Just allow yourself to know that there's nothing coming in from outside of you. It's already within. It's just being activated within you. Just allowing that to come in, allowing yourself to feel it, allowing yourself to trust it, because it is simply coming from within you. And it is of the highest frequency. Just allowing yourself to release, 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 and to receive. 1 and 2 happen at the same time. Releasing and receiving happening at the same time. Whew, the receiving replacing what is being released, so that there's no emptiness within you. All right, I'm just going into some healing, some unusual healing that I do. If you've got your eyes open, you'll see that I'm moving strangely. That's okay. If you've got your eyes closed, I just want you to focus. In fact, close your eyes if you weren't already. Just bring your attention to your own body. Feel whatever you feel. Allow yourself to receive whatever's coming through for you. Oh. Continuing to breathe and to relax and to release and to receive. Breathing, relaxing, receiving, releasing. Just doing some work in someone's gut area, solar plexus. Very heavy energy there at the moment, so we'll just work on moving that. And again, moving into the heart space. Opening that. Okay. Wow, that was really strong. When you're ready, you can just open your eyes and come back into this reality that we call reality, when in fact it's an illusion, as we all now know. But do we really know? Often we know of it as a concept, but not as a reality. And so it's time to now step into that, to understanding that everything that is happening to you is an illusion. And when you're ready, you can just share with me anything that happened for you during that little clearing, little whatever it was, the session that we did. I'm just going to get my water, which I left over there. I'll be back in a sec, and then I'll see if anybody's shared anything. I'd love to find out what happened there for you, or if there's anything still lingering. If there's anything still lingering that you'd like to focus in on, let me know that as well. So I've got my water now. Got very thirsty. And I'm back. Okay. As I said, thank you for joining me. I hope you received something from that. We're going to move into, this is just a very quick thing that we do on Facebook Lives. Obviously, when I'm working with someone We do a lot more than that. Excuse me. Is there someone out there burping? Are the energy out? Mariko, reminder of the bigger picture was helpful. Whew, that's good. Okay. I can feel some kind of overwhelming energy right now. If that's you, let me know what's going on. Ronnie felt calm and lots of goosebumps. Lovely. I'm just realigning back with this reality, so I'll breathe and I'll check in with you, but I'd love to hear how that was for you, what you experienced. I'd also like to know. All right. Powerful. Felt a heaviness leave and lightness come in. 'Twas lovely. Thank you. Of course, thank you, Anara. I tuned into a realignment of my core and spine, released the load on the shoulders to straighten up, head held high, eyes up. Wonderful. I want to go back to Edda. Edda's saying, I noticed something on my left back side, lower head area, sinus crap stuff, not sure. Okay, beautiful. Well, why don't we just... Edda, close your eyes. You know the drill. We've worked together for a while now, so you know the drill. Close your eyes. And I want you to just put your attention wherever it is that you can feel that. So on the left back side, lower head area. I want you to just put your attention there without knowing what it is. It might be sinus crap, it might not be. Just put your attention where you can feel it. And then really zone into the center of where you can feel it, where it feels most intense. Just bring all your focus and attention to where it feels most intense for me. Just keeping all your focus and attention where it feels most intense, just for another few seconds for me. That was weird. All right, now just relax your focus. Just pull back from focusing intently and just allow yourself to be wherever you are. Okay, Edda. I hope that helped. I felt something clear. It almost felt like it drained or something. I'm not quite sure. But I want to just, I noticed that I was doing, moving my nose around like a witch or something. I wish I was that witch that moved a nose and created magic. Well, I suppose I might. But I wanted to just explain to anyone watching why I was making that weird thing with my face, my body moves, and here's why. When I come into these healing environments, when I come into circle with my clients or when I come into sessions with my clients, I become one with them. So when I'm working in the group setting, I become one with all of you, because the actual truth, because reality is not real, right? The actual truth is that we are all one. Now, I know many people talk about that and believe that as a concept, but it's rare that we live it as a truth. And I don't live it all the time, but I certainly do when I'm with my clients and doing anything like this. And I become one with you. And so my body does whatever it needs to do. My arm does the healing work. It's just a weird thing. And you know what? It's taken me a long time to be comfortable with showing it to people. But you know what? I want to model for you that it doesn't matter what happens to you, how you do your healing work. I mean, throwing my head back like that and breathing out, that's all part of it, right? And I have to let that happen, to let what needs to happen happen. And also, because if that's how it's going to happen, that's who I am authentically, and everybody else has something like that as well. I mean, if you're afraid to go live and do the thing that you do because it looks a bit different than what everyone else is doing, I just want to say to you, don't. Just be okay with it. I mean, if I can be okay doing what I've just done, with my head moving around and noises and weird things coming out and my arm moving all around, then it doesn't matter. Nobody cares, right? Except people who don't matter. I sound like I'm quoting Dr. Seuss there, don't I? All right, I'm just going to move down. Mariko, feeling sad about a situation that imploded around me without my input. There was no ill intention on the catalyst, but it just kept getting worse as they tried to fix it. I guess I'm feeling sad that I wasn't part of that decision. Mariko, you know better, and I'll tell you why. This last sentence, I guess I'm feeling sad that I wasn't part of that decision. I want to say to you, I guess I'm feeling sad. That's all you need to say here. I guess I'm feeling sad. And then allow yourself to feel the sadness. You see, if we're all one and there's someone outside of me doing something that makes me feel sad, I've created that situation so that I can see the part of me, the inner child, or the aspect of me that is sad and that wants to be released from that sadness. And so my only job is to own that. I feel sad. You might start by saying it makes me feel sad, and then say, well, actually, no, I feel sad. There's a part of me that feels sad. So I'm going to sit with that part of me, and I'm going to breathe, and I'm going to be present, and I'm going to allow myself to be fully present with that aspect of me that is sad, because I know when I do that, that it will integrate into the rest of me. And that will be one part of me that is less sad than it was before. And eventually, if I keep doing this, I won't have to keep triggering events that cause me to feel sad. So I think that's where I was feeling all that solar plexus stuff, Mariko. It wasn't just you, but there were certainly aspects of you in there. That sadness, which is sitting there. So just allow yourself to feel it, and anybody else who wants to feel it, come along as well. Just drop into yourself. I feel sad. It'll show up energetically if you allow yourself to breathe and be present and invite it in. That aspect of me that feels sad, I invite that in. Feel the energy build up. I can feel it building up now. Certainly more than just Mariko. Just allow that energy in. And breathe and be present with it. And allow it to be released or integrated if that's what you prefer to think of it as. It really doesn't matter. The words don't matter. The words don't mean a damn thing. And if the sadness means that you want to have a little cry, that's okay to do that as well. Release it in whichever way so that it can integrate back into your full energy field and bring you back to energy. Every time you release a version of you that is sad, that place where the sadness was gets filled with the light of your true being. And this is how we become the evolved version of ourselves, which is the light worker walking, or the embodiment of our light body. I like to call it light worker walking. I don't know why. It's just a weird thing that I do. So thank you. I hope that helped. Laura was eating a pepperoni stick hungry while we were doing healing work. Oh, that's absolutely fine. I actually have been, I think it's the cold weather. I'm hungry all the time at the moment. Michelle, yeah, absolutely. That's the point. People don't think about as much about it as you think they do. Just do your thing regardless. Exactly. Tracy, I have lower back hip stuff going on, but my feet are so sore. bought shoes to help but doesn't seem to be working, grounding, alignment issues. Here's where I want to invite you to not try to think yourself into what it must mean, okay? Only because, you know, I often say, and forgive me if there's any doctors out there, but I often say that they're hindered by their own education. And I think it's the same with, because there are so many things out there that tell us why this is happening, and the medical meaning or the metaphysical meaning or the spiritual meaning, and I think sometimes that doesn't help us, because you are a unique individual being. Even though we're all one, right? You're unique. What it means for you might be something totally different than what the books are telling you. So don't assume that it's a grounding or an alignment issue, although it might be. I'm not saying it's not. But I want you to just allow yourself to move beyond what you know to be true, and then find, in actual fact, what the truth is, the infinite possibility that's there. So Tracy, just allow yourself to move away from, okay, perhaps I don't know what it is, but I'm open to knowing what it might be for me. And as you do that, Tracy, I want to actually go into, let me just scroll down and see what else is happening. Oh, that's so interesting, Mariko. Thanks for the laugh. Word definitions was exactly where things started. So you see, Mariko and I have been around each other for quite a few years, and she knows, as many others do, that often I'll say things and I don't understand why I'm saying them, but it will always be something specific that's going on with someone. So that I was talking about how words have no meaning. I was in my head going, why am I saying that? And then Mariko tells me that it was actually something about words that triggered what was going on with her. So Tracy, what I'd like to do, and if anybody else has any pain in their lower back or their hips, or I feel a knee as well, and also an ankle. And Tracy, you mentioned feet as well. So yeah, I want to go with hips, knees, ankles and feet. Hips, knees, ankles and feet. Sounds like I'm singing a children's song. So I'm going to do a bit of healing around those areas. So Tracy, this is specifically for you. But again, we always know that when I'm talking to Tracy, I'm actually talking to you, whoever you are. We're all one. So if you're having any pain in those areas too, I want you to come with us as we do this. Actually, I also feel an elbow and a shoulder. So wherever anybody who's watching has got physical pain, let's just go with physical pain in any part of your body. But as I said, there was a shoulder, there was an elbow, there was a hip, a knee, and an ankle and a foot. Feet, plural. So if you have any of that, here's what I want you to do in this moment. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to relax. I want you to remember in this moment that anything that you think it is may not be what it truly is, and you're ready to step beyond what you know and into the field of infinite possibility and see what is truly happening here for you. In fact, you're ready to release it as well. Just bring your attention to wherever that pain is for you, wherever that trouble is for you in your physical body. Doesn't matter where it is, just wherever it is for you. I want you to put your attention there. You don't have to figure out what it is or why it's there or anything like that. I just want you to give it your full attention. As if you could take your eyes and put them down wherever that is for you, inside your own self. Just bring your attention to it And then notice where it's most intense, right in the center. Bring your full attention there, and just keep your attention there until your attention wants to wander off, and that's okay. But for the moment, just bring your full attention. And just breathe and relax, and allow yourself to receive what it is that you've been asking for. Because after all, that's the law. When you ask, it is given. Breathe. And here we go. Just breathing and relaxing. Either keeping your focus where you can feel that pain, or allowing your focus to go wherever it wants to go. Just breathing and relaxing and allowing yourself to receive. Certainly doing some work on someone's knee. It's my right knee. Sometimes I'm a mirror. It might be your left. Just breathe. Allow yourself to receive it wherever you need to receive it. And now in the hips. Both hips. How is that feeling, Tracy? Can you let me know? Ah, it was your shoulder. Yeah, it was the left shoulder, definitely. Well, my left, yeah. I never know if I'm mirroring or... How does that now feel, Michelle? Is that any better? And Tracy? Let me know how you're feeling. And of course, anybody else who was focusing on any area that they have some pain going on at the moment, just let me know how that's now feeling, or if there's anything happening there, or let me know what happened. Less pressure. Okay, great. Tracy, let me know. I can actually still feel it, right? I could feel it in the hip, towards the center of the back, towards the spine, but not quite at the spine. So just, Linda, hip as well. I'm still feeling something in there in the hip, and my hand is doing what it does. So let me just keep breathing. Close your eyes. Bring your attention down to that hip pain that you're feeling. Hip pain. There you go. Felt that release. That's the spot. I love that you say that, Tracy. Yes, that's the spot. That's exactly how I felt. Back, hip, shoulder. So Laura, you're saying that you've got back, hip, shoulder numbness from sciatica. Sandra, left knee feeling better, left big toes still painful, or is it big ties? Just kidding. Laura, I want to talk to Laura specifically, but of course everyone else keep going with it. Keep going with it, but I want to talk to Laura specifically. So Laura, I want you to, wherever you're feeling the pain most intensely, I want you to just put your attention there. As if you could take your eyes and put them down wherever it is, either in your shoulder, hip, sciatica area, wherever it's feeling most intense. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm still doing the work on the hip there for Tracy as well. So Laura, just bring your attention to wherever it's feeling most intense right now. Wherever it's feeling most intense right now. And again, we're still working with Tracy on this, so we'll just add you in, Laura, a bit more intensely than we were before. You were on the fringes and then you came in. So just bring your full attention to wherever you can feel the pain. Just breathe and open yourself to receive. Allow yourself to receive. You did ask. You've been asking for a while now to have this pain released. Certainly you have, Tracy. And the truth of the matter is that you are so fucking powerful. I have to emphasize how powerful you are. You are so fucking powerful that the minute that you ask, through your thought, through your desire, whatever it is, the minute that you ask, all of the non-physical aspects of you come rushing towards you to serve you, to give you the answer, to give you the healing. And at this point, if you're still feeling it, that would suggest to me that you're not allowing yourself to receive. Now, why would you not allow yourself to receive? Probably because you don't realize how fucking powerful you are, which means that you are enough, you are worthy, you are deserving, all of those things that we often as human beings think that we're not. And that feels complete. But of course, as those who hang around me a lot, my clients and such, know this work will continue, of course, because even though it looks like I'm doing this, it's actually you doing this for yourself. We're all one. And I'll remind you of that in every single second that we are together. And so you and your non-physical aspects will continue this work on yourself as long as you allow yourself to receive it, and certainly for the next 12, 24 hours. That's how it works. I can still feel that in my hip a little bit. That might be because I'm sitting kind of a weird way. I'm not sitting straight on. But let me know how you're both feeling, please. Laura was feeling warmth. That's great. All right. Does anybody have any questions? We'll go into a Q&A session now. I mean, obviously we've been doing that while we've been doing this because I talk so much. Do you know, there are people who knew me before I was in my late 30s who would be absolutely flabbergasted at the amount of words that come out of me, because as a young girl growing up until, as I said, into my 30s, I barely spoke at all. In fact, people used to, as a teenager, people used to make fun of me. Like, they'd very rudely walk up to me and say, stop talking so much, Anne, you never shut up, because I never spoke, right? And now you can't get me to shut up. The only reason I shut up is because I have to, because otherwise I'd be on Facebook Live doing this 24/7. Okay, that's beautiful, Laura, knowing the healing is here, that it is healed. And Tracy, holy shit. The emotion that came up with you saying you are worthy and good enough, definitely a block to receiving. Yeah, absolutely. So I didn't know I was going to say that, right? So again, I'm in your frequency. I'm feeling your energy, and all of your non-physical aspects are talking to me, telling me what I need to say to you, and that was the thing that I needed to say to you. Because when you're blocking yourself from receiving what you're asking for, you're asking, so there's all this stuff piling up around you, and it might be piling inside you as weight, and all of these sorts of things, and it's to do with that you know, ask for things but I can't receive them because I'm not enough, I don't deserve them. I guarantee if I were looking at you right now, Tracy, because when I'm with clients and I look at them, I can see all of the shit that they've been asking for just right around them, ready to come in, and they're just going, nope, I can't have it, I'm not enough, right? So keep working on that, okay? What I want you to do is kind of sit there and breathe and say, when I think about not being worthy and good enough, how does that make me feel? How does that make me feel? How does that make me feel, right? Until you get to the actual feeling, which will either be anger, fear, or sadness, by the way. That's what it is. But there's only ever these three feelings, right? Anger, fear, or sadness. So how does it make me feel when I think about not being worthy or good enough? Well, it makes me feel sad. Okay, it makes me feel sad. Oh, actually, you know what? I am sad. Oh, allow yourself to feel the sadness. Allow yourself to cry if you need to. But keep breathing, because keeping breathing as deeply as you can will keep you present with that feeling of sadness. And then you'll integrate it and you'll know, because you'll just be right, okay, I'm finished with it now. Wow, that's coming up really strong. Whew. So if anybody else has just had that feeling of sadness come up really strong in the solar plexus, just allow yourself to feel it. Just breathe with me. Again, I'm one with all of you right in this very moment. And as I was talking about this feeling of sadness, it just, boom, this big ball of energy, which has been created from whoever is in that at the moment. There's more than one person here feeling that. Allow yourself to feel it. Just breathe. I feel sad. There's a part of me that feels sad, and I'm going to sit with that part of me until I integrate it, until it becomes one with me. And as I do that, I don't need to keep creating situations outside of me that force me to feel sad. It's actually this little ball of sadness right here that is trying to get my attention. All I need to do is give it this moment in time of attention and presence and release it. And again, the reason that, I don't know about other people why they say shadow, but for me, what that sadness represents is a shadow. And when that shadow is released, that space can be filled with the light of your true beingness, right? And your vibration will rise because of that. Thanks, Sandra. Glad you enjoyed it, and I'll see you another time. So that's for Tracy, but also anyone else who is feeling that sadness. Linda, on the medical, my hay fever has been driving me insane for weeks and no tablets are helping. Linda, I don't know if you've been here the whole time, but Edda was talking about her sinuses, and I keep doing all these weird movements with my nose, and I felt when I was doing the work with Edda, I felt something draining. So I feel that some of that is your energy there as well. Excuse me. Oh, lots of energy moving around. So, Linda, it might be worth trying to go in and watching the bit where I spoke with Edda and allowing yourself to go through that process with us. But I'm also just going to see if I can... Gosh, what's the time? Oh, okay. Seriously? Oh. My computer showed me that it was 10:20 for a second, and I thought, hang on, surely I've been on longer than that. But now I see it's almost 11, so that's good. Okay, Linda, my hay fever, It is saying my stuff seems to be clearing out of my areas, but did notice I need to release some tightness in my muscle in the shoulder area. Okay, so we did some work on all of that. If you didn't receive any help from that, just go back and watch it again. So, look at me rubbing my shoulder. Tammy. Oh, hi Tammy, lovely to see you. Tracy, thank you, Anne. I really felt that shift, and thank you for the new way of beingness. Well, thank you, because we're one. I only showed up because you asked me to. Because you've been asking for help, and you've finally allowed yourself to receive it. And that's the way of the universe, right? When you ask, the great organizing principle of the universe, or the energy, the frequency, finds someone to put in front of you to give you the answer. And you've missed heaps of people already, but here I am now. Okay? Lots of people miss me as well, right? But the truth of the matter is that you are the universe. When you ask, you always answer yourself in the positive. And whenever you ask for healing, every single aspect of you in the non-physical, who knows exactly what has to happen, that includes your future self, who's already been through this, comes rushing towards you to give you the answer. Sometimes it shows up and it looks like this, right? Other times it shows up and it looks different. So, last call for any questions about anything that I've spoken about. If you didn't understand something that I said, or if you want me to expand on something that I said, or if you are feeling any kind of thing that you think I might be able to help you with, jump in now and let me know before we finish up today, and I'll see if I can help you. And just a very quick reminder, Claire, I'm sorry, I cannot understand what you have typed in there. I'm sorry, I don't know what you've typed in there. So if you just restate that for me, that would be great. So a little reminder that next Saturday morning Australian time, so Friday night US time. Thanks, Claire. Friday night US time, Saturday morning 9 o'clock. For about 2 hours, I'm going to go live. No, I'm not going to go live. It's an actual event that I'm doing. It's called The Illumination. And I'm going to be sharing with you, and all that is going to come through and channel for you about the next 10 years. It's a good message, by the way. I know someone pointed out to me that 10 years, you know, with all that's going on at the moment, there might be some fear around what I'm going to say. It's all good news, because that's what I do. I bring good news. I don't, because that's not my reality. All of the things that are happening in the real world are not my reality. And so if you are interested in coming to learn about what's going to happen in the next 10 years, also, we're going to do a quantum activation where we're going to, again, do some healing and clearing around who you are becoming and who you need to be Becky, I can't wait to see you there as well, but we'll see you on Friday before then for our coaching session. And I'm going to do a live Q&A, but it's an event that I'm doing next Saturday. If you want to come and join me for that, just write the word illumination in the comments, or you know what, just write the word, type the word light instead of illumination. It's the same thing, right? Type the word light in the comments and I will make sure to send you the information about that event next week. It's going to be quite amazing. And yeah, if you want to join me for that, just put the word light in the comments and I'll make sure that you've got the information to do that. I saw that was a mistake, Claire. Thank you. Just one last thing, Michelle, we're looking for a key staff member in our business. Are they on their way? Are we to keep going? Keep going. Don't give up. Saw your post this morning. My post from yesterday about not giving up, but it was actually from years ago. 10 years ago, I think it was, and I just reposted it. Yeah, interesting. Okay, Michelle, let me tune in a little bit. I just feel like the person that you're looking for doesn't look like you think they're supposed to look. Just so you know, they'll show up, but they're not who you think they should be or have been in the past or something like that. So just start looking for the person and allow them to show up in whatever way they look. I don't know what that means. It feels almost like you're looking for a man, but it'll be a woman or something like that. But I'm not quite tuning into that part of it. They will show up, but they won't look like you think they should. Okay? So just open your mind about who's going to show up for that. Beautiful. Tracy, light. I will make sure that I get that information to you. All right, my darlings. Look at that. I've got 2 hearts underneath my nose. Purple hearts. Beautiful. Of course, if I share this on YouTube and people hear me say that, they'll have no idea what I'm talking about. So I'm on Facebook Live and there's 2 hearts and they just happen to show up right underneath my nose. So on the screen in front of me. Okay, I want to finish up now. I'm just going to invite you to once again become fully present and to just give thanks and gratitude to all of our non-physical aspects that showed up for us, and in this moment remembering that they're always present with us. There is no separation from those aspects of self except what we make. In other words, what I'm saying is this energy, this frequency, this connection is available to you in every single moment. There is no need to disconnect. The connection's always there. You're one with. You're not lower than. You're not self, you, and then spirit over there, and you invite them in occasionally. They are aspects of you that are available to you in every single moment. 24/7, no separation. We are one. And just to finish up, I feel like all that is would like to come through and just share some energy with you and some words. We are, of course, all that is, all that was and all that ever will be. And we remind you once again, and in every moment where we gather, you are also the physical manifestation of all that is. In other words, all that is leaves nothing out. You are the physical manifestation of everything that you desire. You are the physical manifestation of everything that you think you are missing. Come back to oneness. Remind yourself that you are the physical manifestation of all that is, and allow yourself to receive whatever it is that you believe to be missing. We guarantee it is not. We are done. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me today and allowing me to bring all that is through there at the end, although they're with me all the time. But when I allow them to come through in that way, I just am overwhelmed with the sense of unconditional love for me, but also for you, because again, we're all one. Oh, for the future when the world is in unconditional love, and we all know that. Thank you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Remember, if you want to join me next Saturday for that event that I'm talking about, just pop the word light in the comments, and I will make sure that that information gets to you. And for those of you joining me, I will see you next Saturday, and I will actually be going live during the week, because now that I'm back doing lives, I really love it. It's just joyful to me. So I'll be doing some this week as well. If you don't yet like my page, make sure that you do, so that you'll get notification when I go live. Friend me on Facebook as well, because I do go live sometimes on my profile. So let's be friends over on Facebook profiles. And that's it for me. I'm going to get myself a lovely cup of coffee and go and sit in the sun, if there is still any sun. Doesn't look like there's any. I should have gone out there this morning, earlier. Never mind. Bye, love you all, and I'll talk to you again soon.